Never seen so many people turn from Joseph's light. This valley's sin is pride. We'll fix that, though.
This fight is stupid. We're not stealing anything. It's everyone's to share in the new world. They just have to accept that.
John knows the human heart. He's been through a lot. It's why I trust him.
I never thought any outsiders would ever set foot in Joseph's compound.
When are people gonna learn that you can't say no to John?
I bet that deputy's sin is lust.
Well, we've already got one deputy in the bunker. We got room for a second.
I always believed in Joseph's word, but seeing it come to pass is something else.
So glad John will catch the runners. They don't even know what they're running from. The more we can reap now, the better our chances after the collapse.
Bunkers will be full soon at the rate we're going.
As long as we're controlling the roads, we're controlling the sinners.
The reaping can get a little ugly, but damn if the collapse doesn't make it necessary.
The air is crackling with energy. This is what we've been preparing for.
Cattle, produce, gas, fertilizer, people. Everything has its place in our bunker. If we're to survive the collapse and rebuild, we must work harder.
We're gonna bleed this hellhole dry.
Makes me real glad to know that we can all atone for our sins.
Now that we locked Hudson away, we can get back to the reaping.
We've gotten so much done already. The reaping is a glory to behold.
We're making great progress with everything. It's inspirational.
I like meeting new people. But these locals sure don't like meeting me.
My kids are gonna know their mama was a hero, helping with the harvest at the end of the world. Sure makes me glad.
Gotta enjoy the fresh air while we can. Who knows how long we'll be below ground.
Every single thing in this godforsaken valley belongs to us now.
People are still running from us. We just want to share everything we have.
Only a matter of time before that deputy is marked and made to confess.
Well, we need to work even harder to save the people turning away from us.
Ever since I got marked, it's changed my life for the better.
Eden's Gate will take whatever it needs to survive the collapse.
John's making good on his harvest plan. I believe we can survive what's coming.
This land is rich with supplies for our project. Joseph chose well.
Joseph offered these people eternal paradise, and this is the thanks he gets.
If the locals had just done what we'd asked, things wouldn't be going to hell like this.
Only law left round here is John's law.
The locals are all trying to hide, but you can't get away from the collapse.
The collapse is coming. We must harvest as many souls as we can.
Thinking about how many will die in the collapse because they don't believe us really makes me sad.
These sinners aren't getting anywhere by road, that's for damn sure.
If the law can't stop us, then these dirt-worshipping farmers don't stand a chance either.
I hear one of the deputies who tried to arrest Joseph is lurking about the Holland Valley.
Once John's marked you, there's no erasing that stain.
When the collapse comes, we will rest from our labors and our deeds will follow us.
You can't arrest the father. He don't answer to any kind of law.
We gotta grab everything we can before the collapse forces us into the bunker.
Wow. The Highland Valley is so beautiful.
It'll take more than the law to stop Joseph.
The reaping just reminds me that we can accomplish anything.
One of them heretics called me a reapist. I didn't like that too much.
The mark might seem frightening at first, but it's like a kind of welcome.
There's still a deputy on the loose. We gotta track him down.
Soon the reaping will end, and we'll enjoy peace and prosperity.
We should have killed those deputies the moment they landed their chopper.
The cleansing is an amazing experience for anyone lucky enough to be marked.
I feel like we're forgetting there's still one of them deputies on the loose somewhere.
John knows people fear change.
The reaping is the most important thing happening on this planet right now. What a miracle.
Imagine if we didn't baptize people before the collapse. Their souls wouldn't be saved.
The harvest this year looks good. Feels like we'll make it.
That deputy we caught has a lot to atone for.
We'll take everything we can until we're forced underground.
Soon the only safe place left on Earth will be our bunkers.
I wish people understood that being marked is a thing to celebrate.
I know our songs are getting our message through. Don't know why they still say no.
We must reap the land.
We're gonna take every last crumb.
There's still one deputy we haven't caught yet.
Eden's Gate needs us. John needs us to follow his plan.
Everyone knows the law has no jurisdiction over our father.
These surely are the end of days.
We'll make sure the bunker is well stocked.
We might leave a few crumbs for these fools.
Joseph's word is law.
The true test is coming still.
No one's getting into Hope County, and no one's getting out.
We must follow John's example.
We're just taking what's ours.
Gotta keep our eyes peeled for that deputy who got marked.
This valley is providing nicely for us. That's all I can say.
Look at what we've accomplished in just a few days.
Gotta keep an eye out for that last deputy.
Sinners don't realize what an honor it is to be marked.
John's got everything planned out.
Don't get me thinking.
Souls don't harvest themselves. Amen.
I can't wait to see what the world is like after the collapse.
The work is hard, but it'll all be worth it in the end.
We control the roads, so we control the valley.
It's all starting now. The Father's plan.
In the end, John gets what he wants. He always does.
John's video is an invitation. Not everyone is worthy of that.
The Father said to strip the place clean.
Yeah, we got work to do.
Joseph's word will be done.
The reaping's just like the Father said it'd be.
Getting marked was the first sign of an incredible gift.
We gotta be strong to survive what's coming.
The sinners had their chance.
I'm glad I said yes to John.
Soon we'll all be snug in our beds underground. Our work here is almost done. As long as we got Falls End locked down, we're sitting pretty.
It'll get more exciting still.
I've never seen people fight so hard against salvation.
I say take it all.
Nothing's done until the reaping's done.
The project can take whatever it needs from this valley.
Everybody serves the project.
If I can give up all my worldly possessions, everyone can.
We prepped for years, and we took the valley in a matter of days. John was right. They never saw us coming.
They all had their chance to embrace Joseph.
We'll reap the harvest of this land, mark my words.
None of these sheep will survive what awaits them.
We keep up our pace, we'll be done before fall.
Reaping's so exciting.
The true test is coming still.
Being marked's an invitation to Eden.
I can't wait to see what's next.
Don't worry. We got everything under control.
I remember how happy I was to receive John's video.
We gotta harvest everything we can.
The Father tells us to reap the bounty.
Everything we need is here for the taking.
The Father said to strip the place clean.
The wealth of the sinner is stored up for the righteous. Gotta keep an eye out for that last deputy.
We're doing good work.
The Father told us to reap the land, and that's what we're gonna do. Soon we'll feast on this harvest.
Always gonna be a few troublemakers.
The law should never have tried to interfere with the Father.
Pastor Jerome helped that deputy, now he's gonna pay too. The Father tells us to reap the bounty.
The wealth of the sinner is stored up for the righteous.
John's the man with the plan. Yes is the only word that matters. It'll get more exciting still.
I'm so lucky to be here now, helping with the reaping.
We're gonna strip this valley clean.
The law came for him, just like he said they would.
These folks won't need this stuff where they're going.
We'll mark the worthy and call the rest.
Am I doing enough to serve the harvest?
Those sinners out there don't want to be saved, it's their loss.
I'll die before I let anyone lay a hand on our Father.
We're taking everything from these sinners.
Yep. Unbelievers gotta accept their fate. Once we reap this region, I hope we get a little time off. We're doing it all for Joseph.
Wouldn't surprise me if they were holding out on us.
Lots of work to do, huh?
We'll flush out that deputy sooner or later.
Nobody stands in the way of Eden's gate and the Father.
Every day, I thank God I'm on the right side of history. This valley's providing nicely for us. That's all I can say.
When John marked me, it was the best day of my life.
They had their chance to be saved. They said no.
These unbelievers gotta get used to the new world order.
There's beauty in everything we do.
The valley is ours. We'll take everything we need.
Yeah, we've got work to do.
Joseph's word is law.
Bet you those sinners don't make it through the winter.
John knows exactly what he's doing. Got no doubt of that.
Wouldn't surprise me if they were holding out on us.
Sinner's gonna sin.
They all had their chance to embrace Joseph.
They keep producing, they stay alive.
It sure is lively.
We'll make John proud.
Jerome's gonna be trouble, I can feel it.
Father's taking a personal interest in those deputies now. Maybe his visions told him something.
Everybody in the valleys gets an invitation from John.
Only thing the sinners understand is force.
All I want to do is sleep, but I can't quit now.
Our people will find that deputy before too long.
Interesting times.
John's so smart, burning what we can't take, so people know they need us, spirit and body.
Baptism is a blessing everyone deserves, even if they're too full of sin to realize it now. I probably think too much about where this is going.
You need a strong hand to keep this bunch in line.
These sinners had their chance, but they rejected the Father, and now they must pay.
I don't understand how Jerome manages to stay one step ahead of us.
I hope I can become a chosen and patrol the skies.
We need John's strong discipline to keep the locals in line.
The faithful will be rewarded.
Nothing better to ring in the collapse than a good cleansing fire.
End times come. Only the devoted will be saved.
Pray we do what the Father needs.
Walk with the Father or pay the price.
There's no time left for patience. We gotta do what's right.
I could use the Father's calming voice these days.
We fight so hard to save everyone, but still they run. It's kind of sad.
All that deputy has to do is say yes. It isn't hard to do.
John's gonna take care of all our problems, including that bunch of lawmen.
Sometimes I almost pity the sinners.
We haven't found that missing deputy yet, but we will.
We've managed to baptize a lot of people. I'm proud of us. The people are starting to rise up against us. Gotta nip that in the bud.
Why can't people be reasonable like us?
Deputy was baptized by John himself, and then ran away. What an ingrate.
These people need to fall in line or else.
This valley's full of pride. People thinking they can survive collapse alone. It's lunacy.
John's relentless. That deputy don't stand a chance. We got these poor bastards afraid of their own shadows.
Whatever we're doing, it's working.
John himself performed my baptism. It was the greatest moment of my life.
I'm still sad a pastor couldn't see the light of our truth. No wonder the voice chose an ordinary man like Joseph.
So much shooting lately.
Any more flare-ups and we might have a problem here.
We'll find everyone who hasn't been baptized and save them from themselves.
All the people we've taken will thank us after the collapse.
Anyone can see we ain't responsible for this. We're trying to help.
Let's not get discouraged.
We'll prove our devotion to the Father.
When they try to fight back, we have to work even harder.
We're doing what's right.
I wonder what that deputy's sin's gonna be. My money's on pride.
It's all happening just like Joseph said. I always believed it, but still gives me chills.
We just gotta keep working.
Locals have gone into hiding, but unless they're in our bunkers, they're never gonna be safe.
We'll save everyone. Just give us time.
I think the locals are a bunch of scared sheep.
One way or another, that deputy's gonna wind up in our bunker.
We just gotta do what matters.
It's real simple. We put the fear of God in them, and the sheep do what they're told.
I need ablutions to make it through.
This is gonna be our promised land. We've got every right to secure it for our future.
I can't believe that deputy's heard Joseph's words and still doesn't believe.
We know how to handle rule breakers.
I love it all. The screaming, the begging for mercy, the smell of blood. This is what righteous revolution looks like.
Just need to maintain control a little longer.
After all this is done, we'll finally march to the garden.
There's still a deputy on the loose.
Those who won't submit will be slaughtered.
The locals get all whiny when we take their land, but all they'd have to do is join us.
I keep my gun's safety off lately.
Never seen so many scared sinners before.
We would have caught a second deputy, but Jerome interfered.
That deputy can't hide from us forever. We'll find him.
We have to love the sinners. It's what Joseph would want.
Love hearing the sound of our chosen in the sky, keeping us safe.
The collapse is coming and sinners can't be saved. What a pity. Sooner or later, that cop's gonna meet with John again. I know it.
How could that deputy turn away from John like that? Ingrate.
We can't slack off while on the job.
This deputy keeps getting in the way, giving us a hard time. We got eyes on the roads and in the sky. We got this place covered.
Sad we have to rush baptism, but better hurry than not at all.
John knows best.
The sinners brought this on themselves. We only wanted to save them. Still do.
Sooner or later, that deputy's luck's gonna run out.
John wants that deputy taken alive, but you can live without your legs.
Wonder why John wants the deputy alive.
Joseph said the deputy is special. Wonder what he meant by that.
Bad enough we got Jerome on the loose. Now we gotta watch for this deputy, too.
Only way to cleanse the sinner's land is with fire. It's always gotta be fire.
When heretics argue with me, I tell them Father knows best. And then I shoot him.
The devoted will destroy all those who reject the word of the Father.
The Forsaken weren't meant to survive, so how they feel is irrelevant.
We control the roads and the skies. That deputy can't hide forever.
They got no one to blame but themselves.
John's gonna show the resistance the error of their ways. I know it.
Can't rest for a second lately.
That deputy can't keep running away from us forever.
This chaos is just the start. I have to prepare my soul for whatever's next.
Why would you resist being saved?
That deputy got lucky. But the next time will be different.
If only we could solve all our problems by calling in a plane to drop a bomb on them.
Things are going right.
We'll track down that deputy. It's only a matter of time.
If John wants that deputy alive, we'll happily oblige.
It's time to show these sinners what real power is.
Now that the deputy's been baptized, it's only a matter of time before their confession.
Pastor Jerome's days are numbered.
Souls don't harvest themselves.
I hope the resistance realizes they're on the wrong side. I don't think it's too late for them. Never seen so many scared sinners before. Our fight's a righteous fight. Why can't they see that?
Looks like the sheep are a little agitated.
God's blessed us with everything we could want for the project. Even planes.
I think we're going too easy on them.
We need to put these people in their place.
John's made catching that deputy our top priority.
People are starting to fight back. We can't have that.
The resistance is a test just like any other. We'll win.
These fools are scared of their own shadows.
All these filthy sinners need to be taught a lesson.
There's a time for killing and a time for murdering. And then there's slaughtering. But that's a different issue.
Everybody's working so hard for our future. It's like nothing I've ever been a part of.
If they hadn't tried to arrest Joseph, none of this chaos would have happened.
The deputy is becoming more and more of a problem.
Sometimes violence is the answer.
Maybe we should just kill them all.
That heretic Jerome saved the deputy. We should just kill them both.
Joseph thinks there's something special about that deputy. I ain't so sure. We got these sinners right where we want them.
Best way to control sheep is with fear.
Our patrols will find that deputy sooner or later.
The longer that deputy's on the loose, the angrier John's gonna get.
We'll put things in order one way or another.
Deputy Hudson's a stubborn one, but John will get that confession one way or another.
The faithful will be rewarded.
It's time for these people to face the consequences of their actions.
I'm glad John's spreading his word. Hope those deputies have heard it.
We tried to do things peacefully and they said no. So now we gotta show them the power of yes.
If I catch Jerome, I'll put a bullet between his eyes.
That deputy's inciting violence against us throughout the valley. It's like a hate crime.
Interesting times. When I see fields burning in the valley, now that's a pretty sight. That deputy's got nowhere to run. We'll find them.
I don't understand why Pastor Jerome hates the project so much. We're trying to save people, just like him.
Shoot one or two, the rest will fall in line. I want a front row seat for the deputy's confession.
I remember Joseph was there for my baptism. I felt special.
Only thing the sinners understand is force.
It's hard for the chaff to accept, but Joseph is never wrong. Confessing is scary, but all you need to do is say yes.
Just need to maintain control a little longer.
A baptism is a sacred thing, and Jerome ruined it for everybody.
That deputy can't hide forever.
Only a matter of time before we get that other deputy in our bunker.
The people here, they're nothing more than sheep. Only we control the land.
It won't be hard to keep these malcontents in line.
Pastor Jerome is trouble for us. He's ruined more baptisms than I can count.
We do what is necessary.
We should have killed Jerome when we had the chance.
It's a test, that's all.
If that deputy wants to see Hudson again so badly, all they gotta do is get taken to the bunker.
I want to be there when John makes that deputy say yes.
I think the father's right to use a strong hand with these people.
Most of these poor bastards are sheep.
That deputy met Joseph face to face. They're not worthy of that.
Them dumbass sinners aren't even thinking about the collapse.
The more souls we save, the better. I'm glad that deputy's safe and sound now.
Can't sleep, won't sleep. It's not the collapse that scares me. It's living without a sense of purpose.
John's messages lately seem real angry. I know there's got to be a purpose to it.
The baptismal waters will cleanse everybody. Sooner or later. Why can't people understand? We're trying to save humanity.
We have to make examples out of those sinners.
If you kill with the sword you must perish.
Kill a few more, and the rest will get the message.
We should just toss that deputy in the bunker with Hudson and be done with it.
We're prepared for anything.
Soon, the only safe place in the valley's gonna be that bunker.
Damn heretics keep getting in the way.
Anyone who resists needs to atone for their sins.
John says the deputy's sin is wrath, as if it wasn't obvious.
Joseph told us to expect a cleansing fire. Guess that includes bullets.
Oh, Father, I need your strength to enact your vision.
These people are delusional if they think they can beat us. Atonement's just around the corner for every unbeliever.
Final push. Just gotta live.
That deputy gets to spend so much time with our herald. I hope she sees his wisdom.
If the sinners want to die so bad, I guess we'll help them out.
These fools just don't know when to give up.
They have to see God's on our side now. They have to.
Falls in sure is a symbol now. We have to have it to show them we can lead them to a new world.
I believe in Joseph.
I don't wish the disbelievers any harm, but I'm still gonna put as many bullets into them as I can.
We'll burn them all down.
I've always trusted John. I have to keep on trusting in him.
If I were Joseph, I'd be pretty annoyed with John right now.
Praying helps me sleep with all the chaos.
John's counting on me. I can't let him down.
Oh, we're gonna burn these weeds. A few pissed off ranchers ain't nothing to worry about.
And Joseph said the rivers will become blood.
It's starting to feel like the collapse is just around the corner.
John's gonna make everyone in the valley pay in blood.
The only thing that gets rid of sin is fire. Joseph taught me that.
John will make everyone atone, even if it kills them.
The chosen fight like airborne miracles. It's so inspiring to see.
I thought no one could get out of our bunker. That's new.
After the collapse, no one will remember that people ever lived here.
Not all sinners can be saved. Is what it is.
Don't think there's anyone left worth saving in this valley.
Awful lot of smoke on the wind. Guess it wouldn't be a collapse without it.
Why can't these sinners see the collapse is coming? We're trying to save people.
Deputy Hudson is one of John's special projects.
Is this how the collapse comes? Thought there'd be more fire and brimstone. Less bullets.
We're getting tested, but as long as we have our bunker, we're gonna be okay.
This is turning out to be harder than we thought.
I hope the father is pleased with how we're handling the resistance.
A few farmers don't stand a chance against us. Looks like we've still got a few troublemakers out there. I didn't want to admit my sin at first, but John showed me how to accept it gracefully.
Bunker's almost full. Wonder if that means the collapse is closer than we think. John's got the only key to the deeper parts of the bunker.
Please, don't let me embarrass myself at the end.
We tried to help these people, and this is how they repay us.
We should have killed that deputy when we had the chance.
War's hell. But we'll be living in heaven soon.
Joseph will make sure John does right by us. I'm sure of it.
If you ask me, we ought to attack Falls End again.
John's got that look in his eye. I almost feel bad for the people of Falls End.
No one's ever gotten out of our bunker before, save for that deputy.
When they start fighting back, that's a problem.
I thought John had control of things. But lately it feels like he's got no idea what he's doing.
That deputy's fixing to get taken into John's special room.
Joseph's disappointed in us. I can tell. We gotta do better.
Why can't these people understand that we're only trying to save them?
Ranchers and farmers got nothing on us, no matter their numbers.
We're gonna be so ready.
Hurts to kill people, but there's more at stake than fighting over gasoline and cows. Sad they don't see that.
Deputy Hudson's little friend is sure causing a lot of trouble around here.
When they try to fight back, it almost makes me feel sorry for them.
No mercy to anyone who gives a sinner succor or shelter. Ranchers and farmers don't have our firepower.
Glad we have the deputy in that bunker now. Hope the resistance realizes we're helping them.
God forgive the fatherless, who will die never knowing salvation.
If the whole valley's saying no to John, then the whole valley's gonna pay.
We got a few bad apples taking pot shots at us.
I don't think they're getting the message.
Put them all to the sword.
That deputy's gotta be stopped.
That cop's been giving us trouble from the start. So this is how the sheep in this valley are repaying us.
I can't imagine our father is happy about how things are shaking out here.
Joseph's wrath will fall upon them.
The chosen fight tirelessly in the sky for us. Wish I could join them.
I say no mercy for the heretics. Just kill them all.
And nothing's gonna stop our march to Eden's Gate.
We still have a chance.
Even now, it's not too late. All they have to do is atone.
Last I heard from John, he was real angry. Never knew he had that amount of righteous wrath in him.
How dare they take up arms against the Father?
Sounds like someone isn't getting the message.
The people in this godforsaken valley are beyond saving.
If the resistance thinks this is bad, wait until the collapse comes.
That deputy's ruining everything for us. This was not in the plans.
Heretics want to mess with us, we're gonna bring the pain.
I ain't gonna let John down.
It'll get worse before it gets better.
Sinners don't know when to quit, do they?
We ought to just nuke Falls End from orbit.
That so-called resistance is fighting for a lost cause.
They're doing better than I thought they would.
Cleanse one sinner, and 3 more pop up. Noise the shit out of me.
We'll pull the disbelievers out like weeds. Don't worry.
I've got to believe Joseph knows the outcome of this war. This. After everything we've done for the valley.
John knows what he's doing, I think. Maybe he's having a bad day.
It's gonna get worse for everyone if these sinners don't fall in line.
We still control the roads and the sky. Sinners don't stand a chance.
A few pissed-off locals can't hurt the project.
Well, you beat a dog too much, you're gonna get bit.
We're losing good people who are hunting down his deputy.
When I see John getting angry, I worry. I hope that's part of the plan.
John's starting to lose his calm.
We gotta crush this resistance, once and for all.
We are the future, and we don't care about normal people anymore.
I don't understand why people won't join us. We're just trying to save them from what's coming.
Everything's gonna be fine. We're still in control here.
John's losing it.
Begging for mercy don't play well around these parts.
Don't get me started.
I love seeing our planes up in the sky.
We have to make examples out of those sinners.
We should have wiped out Falls End when we had the chance.
You'd think they'd know when they're beaten.
I wonder if John gave that deputy a tattoo.
I don't know what's happening to John, but he's losing it.
We have nothing to fear from these sheep.
I don't know what's going on in John's head, but it's embarrassing.
We gotta focus on winning, nothing less. A few sinners buzzing around like flies, that's all it is.
A few sinners with guns shouldn't be this hard to get rid of.
We find sinners with weapons, they'll be shot on sight. No questions asked.
Joseph must not be happy with how things are going here.
I feel like the collapse is just around the corner. Part of me just wants to run to the bunker right now.
We really ought to make a copy of John's key. And what if he loses it?
Why do people struggle so hard against what's best for them?
Take up arms against the Father, and your blood will flow.
When they start fighting back, that's a problem.
I'm praying every day now.
Just focus. Nations will rage, and his wrath will come.
John's getting pretty stressed out.
They could have marched to Eden's Gate with us, but now they gotta die.
I don't understand why we're keeping Hudson in the bunker when there's so many other worthy souls.
Sounds like someone isn't getting the message. The project is doing them a favor. Why can't they see that?
We're doing this for Joseph and for John.
Gotta pray I can take this stress.
John's got a look on his face that scares me.
The collapse must be starting. I think this is it.
John's gonna get his revenge. Just you wait and see.
Only the strongest will survive what's coming next. Anything could happen at any time.
John's getting awful mad. I pity anyone who has to deal with him face to face.
How dare they take up arms against the Father?
Let's show those sinners who's boss.
I believe in John Seed.
I might be wrong, but I feel like the collapse is around the corner.
We're fighting hard for a new world without sin. The Resistance wants to ruin everything.
All we ever wanted to do was change the world. I'll try to do what I can here, until Joseph tells me to leave, or I die.
Wonder if John can help us from beyond the grave now.
We saved as many souls as we could. The rest are doomed.
Someone has to avenge John Seed.
Maybe we weren't meant to be saved after all.
John's work won't be in vain.
I hope the Father doesn't take this out on us.
What's to become of all of us?
I don't know of anyone left who's truly devoted.
We should have just killed everyone from the start.
They've killed our herald? How can this be? John did so much for the project. He can never be replaced. Merciful Father, protect us.
It's been too long since I've seen our father's face.
It wasn't supposed to be like this.
I can't believe this is happening.
They'll have to answer to the Father now.
I guess even John is mortal, too. Sobering thought.
The Seeds lost a good brother in John.
Last time I was this low was before I joined Eden's Gate. It's hard to hang on when John's dead.
This is just a minor setback. We can still win this.
John Seed can't be dead. It's not true.
How will the reaping continue without John?
What are we supposed to do now that John's gone? Joseph better have answers for us.
The collapse will wipe this godforsaken place clean.
I don't understand. John told us this would all be over by now.
The Father needs us now more than ever.
Mourning John can wait until after the collapse. Then all the martyrs will be honored.
Does Eden's Gate still need us?
I guess the world didn't want to be saved.
I'm dead. I'm already dead, and this is hell.
They'll regret biting the hand that tried to feed them.
The Resistance knows they threw their chance at survival away.
We still got a lot of what we needed from the Valley. If the Resistance thinks they've won, they're wrong.
Pray for the Father in this hour of need.
When the day of wrath is upon us, only Eden's Gate will stand.
I don't know if the project still needs us.
Sinners won the fight, not the war.
My faith is stronger than John's death. We still have Joseph.
As long as we hang on to the power of yes, then John is still with us.
I'm still gonna march to Eden or die trying.
How do I explain this to the rest of the project?
Our Father was supposed to save us.
John's seed is dead. How can that be?
I want to know why Joseph isn't here to save us.
God damn it. I've wasted my life.
John's seed was faithful until death, and he will be rewarded.
They'll try to rebuild, but the collapse will just take it all away.
Damn it. John's death is shaking my faith.
They know not what they do.
How did John fall? I still can't understand.
John did so much good for us. I'm still in shock.
We did all that hard work for nothing.
I just can't believe it.
What are we gonna do without John?
Those sinners, they took everything from us.
Oh, Father!
Can't let John's sacrifice be for nothing.
John was always larger than life. It felt like he was immortal.
Why didn't Joseph see this coming?
Maybe John wasn't part of the plan. Maybe this is still what the voice told Joseph.
This entire valley will burn.
We need Joseph's guidance more than ever now.
Damn Resistance took everything from us.
Who will save us from the collapse now that John's gone?
This must be another test. We gotta show that we're still worthy.
Maybe I've been on the wrong side this whole time.
Should have been prepared to lose, but it wasn't.
John's work and leadership won't be forgotten.
We must not cling to life in the face of death.
These sinners should be ashamed of themselves. They damned us all.
This doesn't make any sense to me. How could they have killed John?
Why is this happening to us?
Didn't think it would come to this. We just have to keep believing in the Father. Losing is another test of faith. One I didn't think I'd have to handle.
The devoted who have fallen will live with us in eternity.
We can't let them get away with killing our herald.
I don't understand what went wrong. What are we supposed to do now? I don't know. Maybe this is all part of Joseph's plan.
I'm gonna miss John's sermons. He was so powerful.
Where will we be safe now that John's bunker is gone?
Joseph will save us. I know he will.
Can't believe John's seed is gone.
They may have won, but none of them will survive what's coming.
I'm still marching to the garden, no matter what it takes.
I don't know if the project still needs us.
I guess the Resistance wants everyone to die in the collapse. So be it.
I'm worried that they've destroyed some of our supplies.
These broken people can keep their broken world. What do I care?
I can't believe John's seed is gone.
Pray to the Father for guidance.
Father, protect us in your wisdom.
What are we gonna do now?
We can't rest just yet.
All our work destroyed. I can't believe it.
Hell is real and it's full of country music. Kill me.
Our bunker's gone. We're not safe anymore.
I'll make every sinner left in the valley atone for what they did to John.
Joseph will know what to do. He always does.
I just want things to go back to normal.
It's over. It's all over.
John was a good leader. Too bad he's gone.
Pray for our herald, John Seed.
We will overcome this world and live in paradise.
John's faith wavered, but mine's never been stronger.
Those sinners were going to be safe in the bunker, and now they're doomed.
I can't believe John's really gone.
What am I supposed to do now?
We'll still be saved, right?
This is the worst.
Maybe this is another test to see if we're worthy.
We sacrificed everything and still lost. Why?
How selfish are these people that they'd rather kill us all than be saved?
I'll miss John's pep talks. Without John's guidance, we don't stand a chance.
Father, protect us in your wisdom.
How are we supposed to save souls when we're being persecuted like this?
This is the worst. If this isn't a sign of the collapse, I don't know what is.
Pray to Joseph for deliverance.
Despite everything they've done to us, I know Joseph would still forgive them.
Joseph will know what to do now. He always does. I don't understand where it all went wrong.
I still believe in Joseph.
John's with God now. Maybe this was Joseph's plan.
Everything's fallen apart so fast.
Never thought it'd come to this.
All these sinners will get what's coming to them.
The Father will protect us, I know it.
I can't imagine how Joseph feels now with his brother gone.
We just wanted to see our project through. How did it all lead to this?
They know not what they do.
I still believe in Joseph.
How can people be so damn short-sighted?
Didn't think it would come to this.
I've lost some good friends.
It's all over.
I guess I wasn't meant to be saved after all.
I got a few regrets now.
We are being sorely tested. Do not falter.
Joseph will know what to do. I just have to find out where he's hiding.
We will overcome this world and live in paradise.
The future was supposed to belong to us.
What do we do now?
The endless pile of shit I have instead of a life.
What can we do with our herald gone?
It was all for nothing.
What if we've been lied to, and this is the collapse?
I don't know what's gonna happen next.
This has turned into a nightmare.
We must not give up hope. There has to be a way to the garden.
All that hard work, and for what?
What if Joseph was wrong?
Where's our father now that we really need him?
Joseph would never abandon us. Would he?
The Father will know what to do.
Maybe we all deserve to die.
All my stuff was in that bunker.
I hope the Father doesn't take this out on us.
I can't lose faith now. Joseph still needs us.
How did this happen?
Why couldn't they just say yes?
They won't be celebrating when the collapse turns them all to ash.
These people threw away their chance to survive what's coming. Nothing left for us to do but move on, I guess.
I need the Father's wisdom now more than ever.
Where's Joseph when we need him?
I'll just keep moving forward in John's honor.
Joseph will know what to do.
I bet Joseph saw this coming. He'll show us the way, even with John gone.
I don't want to die in the collapse with the rest of these sinners.
I guess I don't deserve to be saved.
We need to find a safe place.
I can't accept this loss. I'm sorry, Father.
Wasn't supposed to end like this.
Where'll we go now? Losing John Seed is a heavy blow.